What's up, people? It's your man, Urban Lover, coming from your mama's basement, baby. Going to talk about that game against the Kings. You know the deal. So, we're what, 7-game losing streak now, I believe? I think that's where we're at. I don't really know. I done freaking lost count. My mind and my brain is not circulating right now. You know, my brain, I done left it somewhere because the Lakers are pounding on it. They're frustrating me. But anyway, I'm going to get to the stats, and I'm going to talk about the bad. Because, like I said before, we know what we can do offensively. Even though some people still didn't show up, but I want to talk about the bad. But I want to talk about the stats right now. So, the Lakers were shooting 39% from the field. Sacramento shot 56% from the field. Lakers' three-point attempt was 10 for 23 for 43%. Sacramento was 10 for 24 for 41%. Free throw made, we were 16 for 21 for 76%. They were 12 for 21 for 57%. Total rebounds, we were 45. They had 57. We had 17 offensive boards. They had 13. We had 22 defensive rebounds. They had 34. Now, the assists, we had 18 to their 23. This hustle man points, as you know. Steals, we had 12 to their 16. Blocks, 3 to their 6. We had 20 turnovers to their 22 turnovers. Now, points off the turnovers, we had 30. They had 24. Fast break points, 16 for us, 8 for them. Points in the paint, 28 for us, 66 for them. Personal fouls, 16, 20. Well, 60 for us, 20 for them. Now, I'm going to go to the stat. I'm going to talk about a couple things. And like I said, you know, I'm at the point where it's not about me picking and choosing who I want to talk about. I'm talking about according to what I see on this floor. Critiquing players according to what I see. And at the end of the day, I know a lot of us fans, we make excuses for them. And we have to stop doing that. We got to stop making excuses for a lot of these players. Only reason why I make an excuse for Brandon Ingram, and don't listen up to me, the only reason why, once again, is because a lot of people say, well, he's the number 2 draft pick. I understand that. But, like I said before, if you look at the draft class, there was nobody else coming out that draft class that was nice besides him and Simmons. Let's be real. A lot of these guys right now, you ain't hearing about them. Buddy, hear all them guys. You ain't hearing about none of them guys. So, these were the 2 top players that came out of that draft this year. It was a terrible draft last year. So, you know, I mean, we got Zubac, but you see what's going on with him. You know, I guess that he's not developed the way they want to, so they can't send him down to the D-League to let you know that he's not ready. So I'm not mad about that. I'm not upset. But, you know, fans, you really got to start letting them have it. You know, like I said before, you guys were real hard on Byron Scott. Very hard on him. For 4 years of being there, y'all was tank commander. Y'all was going off on Byron Scott. But y'all give other players and other coaches a pass. And I feel like at the end of the day, it's not fair. You know what I mean? The same thing you say about this individual, I can say the same thing about the individual that you love. Let's be honest. That's why I say when you look at these games, you got to look at it from a non-biased standpoint, and you got to call a spade for what it really is. Now, going to the thing real quick. Randle, I'm going to tell you like this. Randle ain't do anything. The main reason why Randle didn't do nothing because DeMarcus Cousins gave him what he gave DeMarcus Cousins in the previous game. Randle got into DeMarcus Cousins' head the last game. This game, DeMarcus Cousins got in a Randle head. Talking trash to him, going at him. And Randle ain't had no answer for him. You know, he was just doing whatever he want in the paint. You know, Marcus letting you know, look, I'm a superstar. I'm gonna go at you. And that's what he did. He took Randle strictly out the game. Randle was just couldn't get, you know, he just was out of sync. Okay, and also on top of that, he played so much into Randle's head. You know, like one of them old vets, he played so much into Randle's head to the point that Lou Walton got involved. And look what happened to him. He got teched up and got kicked out the game. So once Lou Walton was gone, all the fire energy of the Lakers went out the door. You know, at the end of the day, we can say, well, Brian Shaw didn't do this. Nah. Once Lou Walton got kicked out, all the fire energy went out the Lakers. You know, they tried. They had no energy. And you already know they ain't got no defense. So they tried. Now, Luol Deng, another good game for this guy. He's starting to come around. Starting to fill his game. I'm enjoying that, you know. And I got to give him props. Every time he step up, I got to give you props. But the same thing at the day, he played pretty good defense. He played in the rhythm. Luol Deng actually was pretty good. Can't knock him for what he did. You know, Mize didn't show up. You know, when they put Cousins on him, he had no answer for Cousins. They had the other guy on, whatever his name, I can't think his name of. But anyway, because they don't really mean nothing to me. I'm a Lakers fan. But the thing is, Mize had no answer for, you know, Mize had no answer at this game. You know, it was like, oh my gosh, you know, this how bad they were beating on him. You know what I'm saying? Kufas, whatever his name, Kufas, he was the one that playing Mize. And Kufas, you know, he didn't do too much. But the point is, he was getting easy layups. He had 7 rebounds, 1 block, 10 points. Get easy layups on Mize. Mize ain't do too much nothing. Only played 23 minutes. Like I said, he's not getting no playing time. You know, he did 6 rebounds, 8 points. But the problem is that Mize, you know, he only can do so much. And that's why I say over and over again, if we had an interior defender, somebody that was like a, Joakim Noah, anybody that could alter, players' shot when they come into that paint, that's going to contest the shot, not just throw up two hands. Throwing up two hands just means you're standing your ground and hoping that they get a charge or whatever. You're not actually going after the ball. And Miles is not the type of individual to go after the ball. There was a couple games where you seen him go at the ball, but there's a couple games where there was a lot of games where he just put his hands up and didn't do anything. But the thing at the end of the day, you're going to get what you can from Miles. Miles is not a great defender. He's an okay defender. That's why I say over and over again, it starts with the guard. This is a guard-led freaking league. All the guards are pretty much basically dominating the league. If you think about it, that's the whole thing in a nutshell. And the guards actually set up what the offense is going to be like. Everything goes through the guard. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's the reason why I say at the end of the day, the Lakers, we know they can score. The biggest problem with the Lakers is defense. Switching off of players listen, I said this over and over again. If Miles is playing Cousins or Kufos, you got to let them play them. I mean, if you're going to get beat, I'd rather for him to get beat than somebody sitting there wide open for a three. And this is what's been killing us the whole freaking season. Switching off, not communicating, the weak side help not coming over quick enough. You know what I mean? Like they playing like they actually are just crashing inside. Everybody crashing inside, leaving the perimeter guys wide open. Then they got to run out there to chase these guys off the perimeter from shooting the three, but it's too late. They already set in motion. One thing about NBA, one thing about basketball is this: a person that's set has got a high percentage of a shot to make. Is a higher percentage shot that they're going to make than somebody who's coming off the dribble to make the shot. Everybody not Steph Curry. So the problem is that the Lakers are not playing good communication of defense. They run over helping people that don't need help. They got to let some of these guys play it out. And that's why I say with the perimeter guards, they got to play better defense, man. These guards are blowing past them. They're not making them uncomfortable. They're not being aggressive. They're playing too off of these guards. And somebody can say, well, Urban, if you get up on them, you know what I mean? They just going to, blow past you. Listen. One thing about defense, I used to play defense. I could not score, but one thing about it, I played defense, and I got in your head. What I did is I got to the point where I made you uncomfortable. How? Constantly going after the ball. You know what I mean? Getting in your face. You know what I mean? Our players are too soft. We don't have no aggressiveness. You know what I mean? Like, we need that Ron Artest type of ability or something. Now, I'm not saying beat people up, but you got to let people know I'm there. You're not going to score on me at will. And that's what these players are. You get to the point where unknown players are going for 20 points, having good field goal percentage on our Lakers. Because why? The biggest thing, our perimeter defense breaks down. The guard penetrates, draws the defender that's playing whoever that's down low to him to alter the shot. Now his opponent is wide open for an easy layup or easy dunk. It's been going on over and over again to the point where Cousins, listen. If I could sit here and analyze our team on defense, knowing about our second unit, know who's the scores, know who to stop. If I can do it, and I'm thinking about it, I'm just somebody sitting in my grandma's basement or whatever you want to call it. If I can do it, what do you think these scouts are doing that actually getting paid to go out and scout these teams? No one knew that the Lakers are going to come out with the fire they did at the beginning of the season. No one knew that the second unit was going to be as awesome as they were starting off. Once coaches and analysts and all of them start figuring them out, it's easy to determine who to stop. If you look at it, what they do, okay, Lou Williams is the hot hand. Let's do this. Let's get the ball Lou Williams' hand. So what they do, they took the ball Lou Williams' hand, double him up, force him to pass and all this and that. You end up with 14 points, a lot of forced shots. You know what I mean? Because they knew who to stop. You know what I mean? Jordan Clarkson, like I said, struggled. He had 15 points, struggled. But the point is, he did go to the line. That's what I like. You know what I mean? He only took a couple threes. That's his game. You're not going to... He's not a pure shooter. Jordan Clarkson is a slasher. That's his game. That's why I told people at the time Jordan Clarkson need to play point. Because as a slasher, you get into the rack, you're going to draw in ones. You know what I mean? A lot of times 10, once you get your name up there and the refs start acknowledging you, they're going to call them fouls. But he got to go to the paint. You can't sit behind the three-point, taking the shots, knowing that you're not good behind the three-point. You're a 33 or 34% career shooter. You can't be taking them shots. Got to go to the paint. I like them going to the paint. That's one thing. Nobody else really did anything. Brandon Ingram, 2 for 7. I mean, he's struggling. He needs strength. He's going to the paint, but now guys are actually hitting him to the point where he just, like I said, I said in my last video, he need really hit the weights. If he don't hit the weights, he's not going to give you nothing. at the end of the day, he's not going to give you anything. I know he's 19 and all this and that, but I know players that were 19 years old that actually came out flourishing. I'm not being hard on the guy, but at the end of the day, he got to hit the weights this offseason. He got to put some pound on, because if you go into the paint, you got to go with authority. You can't go to the paint like you Mr. Snowman and somebody put their hand through and you just break up. The sun ain't out. You know what I'm saying? You ain't melting. Got to get to the paint. Larry Nance ain't do too much or nothing. Robinson ain't do too much nothing. You know what I'm saying? Russell, he did had a good offensive game, but once again, like I said, the defense broke down. Russell, Young, Williams, Clarkson, the guard play on defense. These guys got to play better aggressive defense. Defense broke down. We were out of sync. We didn't have it. Like I said before, we always start off slow, trying to come back, fight our way back. We actually did pretty good in the third quarter, and all of a sudden they just second quarter where Julius Randle made that shot and made it, I think 54, 57, something like that. I forgot what it was. I don't freaking care. But anyway, the third quarter, they was doing okay. Well, matter of fact, the Lakers was up. If I'm not mistaken, Lakers was up. They was up in the third quarter, I think by 8 or something like that. And then second minute just went on a freaking bonanza. You know what I'm saying? They came back, tied the game up. Should have called a timeout when you see Sacramento going on this, this run. They didn't call a timeout. They let the Lakers play through it. Sacramento wound up taking the lead, never looked back. Wound up beating them by a good margin. And it's sad, man. Like I said before, our defense is suspect. It's terrible. Our guards, it starts with our guards. We don't have an interior defender. If we had an interior defender, then you can hide some of our weakness. But because we don't have no interior defender, we got to play better communication. We got to be a little bit more physical like we were in them games at the beginning of the season. Right now, we're not being physical. We're playing off. We're playing soft. We got to be physical. We got to let these guys know you in our house. Respect our house. You can't let anybody just come in there and do what they want in our house. That's terrible. There's no excuse. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you got to play better defense. You can't be letting guards break you down, get to the paint, make easy layups, or set another man up for easy layup. This is the main reason why our interior defense sucked, and this is the main reason why most teams are having a high amount of assists on us, because we have bad defense, we have bad communication, the switching is terrible, the help defense is terrible. They don't know who to help and when to help. So all this got to be based on coaching, communicating with their players what you need to do. If guys are missing their assignment, you got to sit them down. Simple as that. It ain't about, okay, well, this guy's a star. We got to keep him out here on the floor, to make the fans happy. No, at the end of the day, you about winning games. And you can see that starting to frustrate Walton. Walton was laid back. If you think about it, at the beginning of the season, this guy was laid back. Now he gets to the point, he catches text. He's frustrated. You done lost six games in a row. You frustrated. You can't grow a beard on his face, man. The dude is frustrated. You can see it in his face. You know what I mean? At the point of the time, it's no more. After a while, even though he came back, he said at the beginning of the season that, it's all about having fun. Listen, that's okay with having fun, but you got to win games. Because if you don't win games, no one likes losing. You got to win games. So in order to win games, sometimes you got to put the pressure on your players. You got to put pressure on them. That's why I keep saying over and over again, people are so hard on Byron Scott. Byron Scott this, Byron Scott that. Byron Scott knew what he was doing. I hate to say it, but he did. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, that's why he was hard on some of these players, because they didn't play defense. And Byron Scott stressed that over and over again in all his videos about playing defense. And I knew eventually it's going to catch up with Luke Walton. It's going to catch up because why? We're being exposed because scouts, coaches, everybody is watching to say, okay, this Lake ain't the same Lake as it was last year. We got to figure out what it is that can stop them. Okay, the second unit. Let's take the second unit out of there. So what they're doing, they're rotating players out early. They have starting players to come in at the same time the second unit is there. A lot of teams are figuring them out. They know that we're weak in the interior defense and we're weak on the perimeter. They're figuring it out. They understand what it is to do to stop our Lakers. That's why I said at the end of the day, we just got to do better communication. We're not bad. That's what I'm trying to tell people. We're not a bad team. The wins that we got are not flawless wins. There ain't no, a lot of people, that was just a flaw, that was just whatever. That's not flaws. It's just that it's not false wins. It's just that we're not communicating. We're not doing what we're supposed to do on the defense. Offense, we can get offense going. Now that Lou Aldine is going, we know we can go get the offense going. We just can't let people get us out our rhythm. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened with Randle and Walton. We allowed Cousins to get us out our rhythm. Cousins, he just played mind games on him, man. He got it. That's why at the end of the game, he blew a kiss at Brian Shaw and said, it's all good, man. It's part of the game. Getting a person out of their rhythm. That's what Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson used to do. You know what I mean? Gary Payton known for it. Talk trash to him. Get him out the rhythm. Take him out of the game. And that's what Cousin did. Took Juice around the game and everything just went zap after that. But anyway, it's your man Urban Lover. Get in the comment section. Tell me what you like about the games. Let's talk about it. Like, share, and subscribe. Like I said today, we going through the pains right now, but it is what it is. I love you guys. Have a blessed one.